Hollywood is a leaky pipeline. When we say that Hollywood is a leaky pipeline, we are saying that the people who are recruited to the front end of that pipeline are not the same people who are finding success in Hollywood. If the front end of that pipeline consists of high school theater programs and other curricular and extracurricular activities that encourage kids to pursue creative careers, what we see entering the pipeline are a lot of women, a lot of gay kids, a lot of kids of color, and a lot of kids who don't fit into mainstream culture because of the way that they look, think, or act, or because they don't conform to gender norms. When we look at the end of the pipeline at primetime television, Emmy-winning television, top-grossing films, and Oscar-winning films, we see a lot of men, a lot of straight people, a lot of white people, and we see people who not only fit mainstream notions of physical beauty, but who actually define those notions because they're featured on magazine covers and in lists of the world's most beautiful people. So how do the freaks and misfits of high school theater turn into the world's most beautiful people? The main answer is that they don't. A lot of those kids get pushed out of the pipeline by forces that restrict them from getting jobs and finding success. They not only get pushed out, but they also get replaced by forces that pull in people who aren't there at the front of the pipeline. Hollywood agents and talent scouts actively recruiting straight white men who conform to notions of masculinity and women who fit very narrow definitions of beauty, despite the fact that these recruits haven't studied or trained for these creative careers. So these pushes and pulls from the career path indicate a leaky pipeline that endangers the careers of women, of racial minorities, of queer people and disabled people, and people who don't fit norms of gender behavior or physical beauty. It matters first because it indicates a labor force inequality. Second, it means that advertisers are failing to reach the full breadth of consumers because the culture that they're sponsoring doesn't represent that breadth. Third, it means that all of us as consumers have access to a too narrow range of stories about our lives. And fourth, it means that we don't have equal access to the opportunity to tell our own stories. And so it's important that we address and fix Hollywood's leaky pipeline.